get this up and running. Make sure that I'm not hearing myself. Do the Blue Sky post. Lovely. That's progress for the AA showcase. And I'm gonna get the chat popped out to a more viewable position. And then in about a minute, we'll have some background music to, presumably. I assume this isn't just going to be a silent light. I feel like the 6 games we're seeing on screen are literally just going to be the 6 games we see in this presentation today, but, you know, that hasn't been explicitly said. You know, it might not be the case. There might be other games to see. I know none of them. I've heard of Hello Neighbor. I know nothing of a Hello Neighbor. Other than, at one point many years ago, all the kids were into it. And I never kept up on what it is. You sneak in a house, he don't want you there. Hi, Valentine. Yeah, there's the impression I got of Hello Neighbor is, oh, there's some creepy stuff in the house, he doesn't want you to find it, you're trying to find it. I think that's the deal. But we're on to a 3rd entry of the series, and it still seems to be the same neighbor, so I don't know. Hey, Gumba Master. Right, do we have a stream yet? Oh, no, a YouTube chat. Go away, a YouTube chat. No one wants a YouTube chat. I just want some, like, gentle background music while we hang out and get prepped. It's like you're stuck in that neighbor's home. Oh, it's home stuck. Well, sorry for the, barrage of audio there. Okay, I'm just gonna... Yes, Google Calendar, I know that thing is starting. I'm here, I'm live, I'm doing it. Hello Neighbor is an official Homestuck video game. Yes, thank you for reminding me, Gumba. How's everyone doing today? I'm pretty chill. I'm in the process of sending the AA Summer Showcase to a bunch of press people. And getting all of my bits and bobs sorted that I need to get sorted for that. I'm glad to hear you're feeling less sick today. I'm preparing to have a chill evening of not working tonight, and I'm very in need of that. I say of not working tonight, once this is out of the way. The beginning of game reaction stream season. We have 4 more of these showcases in the next 2 days. The deluge begins. Video game ads, indeed. We're doing a little, like, lead up here, but I don't think we're getting actual trailers. I assume it's... Yeah, the countdown to the countdown to the countdown. As I say, I think this one's like half an hour long, and I think we know what 6 games it is to do with. So I am assuming it's literally like 5 minutes per game. And I don't know whether any of these are games I actually give a shit about, but we're here. Because tis the season, and I have signed myself up for this. Over the last several years, I have sort of put my flag down as person who whether I like it or not, persists through every one of these game reveal events. So we shall do. I am, in the next couple of days, going to do my annual treat to myself, which is when video game trailer season is happening, I order a big box of, like, American candy. Just, like, fizzy drinks, cereals, American confections that I can't get in the UK. I have them in a big box just to the side of the stream as my... I need to survive. I need to put sugary dopamine in my face to keep me going through video games. You know, I gotta suffer for you all. 'Tis my curse. The curse that I inflicted upon myself. Candy corn and Faygo. I've never tried candy corn. I've heard no one seems to like it, which is why I haven't tried it. NH London, I'm sorry that Twitch is being nasty to you today. Gundam Master, I tried Faygo once. I tried... It might have been like a blue cotton candy Faygo. And it was pretty good. Terra says, didn't have a chance to say on stream, the audacity of you all this season on Dice Funk. I highly recommend this season to anyone if you're a fan of interpersonal drama and amazing role-playing from everyone. Thank you! We've been having fun being really messy siblings. Paul Lapetta says, very funny to go from listening to you in Dice Funk Season 8 to you live. Which one's Season 8? Is that the one where we were in the mountains and I'm like an autistic squid chef? Is that Season 8? I think that's Season 8. Saint Nobody says, candy corn is edible, it's not good. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I've heard it described as like colourful, flavourless wax. I think our Smarties are different from UK Smarties. Yeah, yours are like chalky... sherbety chalky things, where ours are like kind of worse M&Ms. That's the one, Lil Goblinoid. Out of curiosity, no spoilers, how far are you into Season 8? Roughly what's going on? Because how far you are into Season 8 will depend on how I talk about it. I'll be spoiler light. The season when you got married IRL. Oh! Oh, that's interesting. Candy corn is made from honey and sugar. Well then, like, that doesn't sound like it could be that bad. That's just, like, chewable honey. Surely that's great. Surely candy corn is very pleasant, I would assume. They're honey-flavored. Yeah, because, like, everything I've heard is they're the sweets that you don't want to get at Halloween. You're disappointed if you get candy corn? Okay, Palapana. Yeah, I've been going my character's been going through it in Season 8. I will say no more about where that storyline's going. Yeah, there's certain American candy that I enjoy from a... I need dopamine, and this is novel. Like, it's not even that American sweets are better, it's just... It's that they're novel, that I can't get them all the time. And therefore, the ADHD loves the novelty of it all. What have I had recently in that regard? Cinnamon bun Oreos, real good. Some American cereals sometimes. Some of your like snack cakes or donut types. Have you seen any lists of showcases for this year anywhere? Usually I've managed to find a spreadsheet created by someone with all the time zones. But I haven't run into one yet. I saw one on LinkedIn of all places. I don't remember where I saw it. Takavian, what time zone are you in? Because I can tell you when all the showcases are happening UK time. Or I can do... if you tell me the time zone and it's either Eastern or Pacific, I can maybe do the maths in real time. Give me a second. Let me pull up. I've got my calendar in front of me. You're in the UK, cool. I'm gonna tell you UK times. If you want to get like a piece of paper, or you can like scroll back in the bottom, write them down later. Here is what I've got. Tomorrow, the May 28th, there is... Let me have a look. There is the, at 5 PM UK, there is the AG French Direct, which I think is a showcase of French games. So that's Wednesday, May 28th at 5 PM, AG French Direct. Thursday, the 29th, at 6 PM UK, we have Thinky Direct, which is, I think, for puzzle games. And then at midnight, so like 11:59 I put it, but like as you're going into Friday morning, there is Indie Quest, which I won't be reacting to because it's when I'm recording Dice Funk. Then, nothing on Friday. Saturday the 31st at 7 PM UK is the Horror Games Summer Showcase. Nothing on Sunday. Nothing on Monday. Tuesday the 3rd, there is the Best Indie Games Summer Showcase, Indie 3, starting at 4 PM UK. And the Mix Summer Summer Game Showcase? Sorry, the Mix Summer Game Showcase, starting at 5 PM UK. Again, these are both on Tuesday the 3rd. Nothing on Wednesday the 4th. Thursday the 5th is the Switch 2 launch day. On Friday, June 6th, at 4 PM UK, 11 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific, I can tell you all the times for that one, the Accessibility Summer Showcase. At 10 PM UK, we'll be beginning Summer Games Fest. That's Jeff Keighley's thing. At 11:59, like as we're hitting midnight to go into Saturday, it'll be Day of the Devs. Presumably Devolver will be, like, I would guess like 1 AM Saturday UK, but they haven't announced a time yet. But that would be my expectation. Saturday the 7th, IGN Live is happening generally throughout the day. So yeah, Saturday the 7th, we got several hours back to back. 5 PM UK, Wholesome Direct. 6 PM UK, Women-Led Games Showcase. 7 PM UK, Latin American Game Showcase. 8 PM UK, Southeast Asian Game Showcase. 9 PM UK, Future Games Show. 11:59 PM, so right before we go into Sunday, Frosty Games Fest. Sunday, 6 PM UK is the Xbox Showcase, which I will be streaming. I will be streaming, but I will be doing a fundraiser for Palestine during it because of the current boycott stuff going on. 8 PM UK on Sunday the 8th is the PC Gaming Show. That's all the ones up to up to Monday, June 9th. I don't know that there's any others in June. I know that the 11th, Friday the 11th of July at 6 PM UK is the Upload VR Showcase. Those are all the ones I have currently down in my calendar. Hopefully that's helpful for people. I know that finding all these things is a nightmare. There you go. That's all the ones that I have thus far found. There might be others, but as someone that like hosts one of these showcases, I gotta be aware of when all the other ones are happening. A, to react to them, and B, to schedule mine at a time that isn't going to overlap with anyone else's, and where I'm not fighting for press coverage, which is why I pick the Friday of Summer Games Fest, like 4 hours before Summer Games Fest, because then I can slide in while everyone's like, oh, Summer Games Fest isn't for a few hours. Oh, what's this one that's airing right now? Like, I piggyback off of Summer Games Fest's promo a little bit. We were talking of American snacks and such. My favourite American snack comfort food got discontinued, and I didn't appreciate it enough while it was here. And it's long gone. I can't even find people stockpiling old boxes of it. It was the Dunkin' Donuts, either the caramel macchiato or the mocha cereal they did. Oh, those were two damn good cereals. There should be a big scheduling group chat for these things. Yeah, there should be, but that would require me to make a graphic, and I'm sleepy. I don't have the brain to be making visual graphics. While we're getting ready for this, I can tell you about a piece of board game accessibility tech that I'm currently reviewing. It's probably going to be the focus of another episode of Abletop, the series I did with Carrie Waterton. Give me a sec. Let me get this thing out of here. It is a little device for picking up board game cards via suction if you are someone who, due to poor dexterity, lack of fingernails, whatever, struggles to pick cards up off a table. You can kind of just hold a card with this and push the top down to release the card. You can be like, there we go, pick the card up, drop it into my hand. As a way to pick it up off a table. It is an interesting little piece of kit that has made some wild claims about what it can do. Incompetent Hero says, between this OTK showcase and whatever else is left before the 6th, are there going to be any games left to show by Summer Games Fest? I can tell you, to the best of my knowledge, none of the games in the Accessibility Summer Showcase are being shown at any other showcase first. The AA Showcase will be the first place to see them. Saint Nobody says, didn't Asmongold or one of those other crappy right-wingers do their own showcase a year or two ago? Did they decide to not keep doing that? Yeah, funny enough, the Incompetent Hero says about the OTK showcase. That's the one you're thinking of, the OTK showcase. It happened at the weekend, I think? It happened over the weekend. I didn't react to it because it was originally started by Asmongold, right-wing piece of shit, alongside a bunch of other right-wing pieces of shit. And even though they got rid of Asmongold, they've not... Asmongold stepped down from that, but you know... Here's look, if it was purely Asmongold and, like, he stepped down, maybe they're okay now. Give me a second, I'm gonna read to you from the OTK, Wikipedia page, because it's a fucking laundry... For a showcase that's existed, like, 3 or 4 years, it's a fucking laundry list of this person got kicked out for sexual abuse, this person got kicked out for sexual harassment. It's, OTK is a fucking breeding ground for, alleged sexual abusers, and right-wing fascist dickbags. Okay, Games Expo. Let me find this, because until I was reading the wiki, I didn't realize quite how bad it was. Wikipedia. Okay, OTK Media, otherwise the initialism for One True King. So yeah, this is the people who run the OTK showcase. Let me have a look. I'm looking at their history, and they have 2020 to 2021 is founding and initial growth. The next section chronologically, 2022 to present, new members, other ventures, and controversies. Mostly it's controversies. I'm gonna do a very quick skim. On September 20th, 2022, co-owner Mizkif was placed on leave by the group after a series of clips and other content involving him, which included him downplaying and trying to cover up for an incident of sexual assault, as well as racist and homophobic comments made between 2018 and 2019 came to light. On December 31st, 2022, he was reinstated by the group. He's been suspended from his board duties as a result of his comments. He is still not proven innocent of trying to cover up sexual assault. So, someone currently working there today tried to cover up sexual assault claims, but also made racist and homophobic comments, and they're still there today. On December 16th, 2022, co-owner Rich Campbell announced his resignation in light of sexual assault allegations. In December 23rd of that same year, their Twitter account announced that Jay Schlatt would be departing the organisation. January 24th, 2023, they kicked someone out. Bruce Dropomoff left. He was indefinitely suspended from Twitch, citing ban evasion. February 5th, 2024, someone was kicked out. October 16th, 2024, Asmongold, quote-unquote, stepped away over his comments on Palestine and those affected by the war in Gaza. Now, to be clear, for anyone who doesn't know about his comments there, the short version, he described the people of Palestine as quote-unquote unhuman monsters. So that's a thing. So yeah, it's not just Asmongold was involved and he left. It's been fucking 3 years of constantly having to kick people out over sexual assault and sexual harassment claims. So that's why I didn't stream the OTK showcase this past weekend. Because it's, at the very least, one person credibly accused of sexual assault is proven to have been homophobic and racist, is still working there, and yeah, sure, they've kicked out several people for being sexual assaulting bigots, but you have to wonder what kind of company had that many sexually assaulting bigots to be able to fire that many sexually assaulting bigots, you know? Incompetent Hero, I would debate claims that Asmongold is not really right-wing. He would say that. His views on non-white people, on people of non-Christian religions, of LGBT people, a lot of those views really heavily align with the right. You know. Fun fact, I've been harassed by Asmongold in the past. He's fun. He was one of the people who got real angry at my tweet saying that I'd worked on Dragon Age the Veilguard. He was one of the people that saw that tweet, assumed that I was, like, lead writer demanding they trans the game, and went a little bit pissed at me. I love being seen to be so influential in the games industry. Oh, speaking of my involvement in Dragon Age the Veilguard, or just speaking of Dragon Age the Veilguard in general, give me a second to get my new little friend. I have a tiny little Tosh! I got a little Tosh from Veilguard. Eat them. Complete with big long hair braid. Oh, one popping bits on my shelf. I have a little Tosh that lives in the office now. It was a custom thing made by someone on Etsy. It took about 6 months to arrive. Like, I ordered it, I think, back in, like, October, November last year, but, I'm very happy with it. I probably didn't need to be here half an hour early for this, but we're here now. We're doing it. I love professionally being paid to woke up your video games. Ooh. too many people are emailing me. Are any of these important? Those can all go away. Trying to keep an eye on AA Showcase emails. The Switch 2.8 is killing me, says Incompetent Hero. Yeah, I'm in the camp right now of being like, if I see that one has fallen off the back of a truck somewhere and someone is offering one a little early, I want to get started. I've got work content ideas I want to get started on. I wouldn't be opposed to one falling off of a truck and into my lap. We'll see. Okay. There we go. Yeah, because here's the thing. It's usually we'd be at the point in the run up to a console launch right now where we would be seeing like unboxings on IGN. We'd be seeing like hands-on previews from like your Nintendo fan sites of like, oh, we went 4 hours hands-on with Mario Kart World. Here's our impressions. There'd be stuff to dig into to like make the remaining week and a bit a little more survivable. But because seemingly Nintendo is not sending out press units to fucking anyone, it's just gonna be a very quiet wait for launch day, it seems. Dandelion, thank you very much for the 47 months of sub, a Purple Penguin subscription time. Oh, it's good to see you here today. Right, got 7 minutes left. I've got an evening off this evening. I'm going to be playing not Wilmot's Warehouse, what's the new Wilmot game? Actually, you know what? I might get back finally after like a month. I might get back to playing 100 Line Last Defense Academy. I might do that tonight. Yeah, that new Wilmot game is out. I played like half an hour of it on stream last night, and it was real cozy. Wilmot game. Wilmot Works It Out. Yes, Wilmot Works It Out is out now. It was very cute. Yeah, the AA showcase is coming together. It's nearly ready at this point. The basic version of the showcase is done. The subtitles are done, so we can make the version with the subtitles baked in. The sign language version is being worked on by the British Sign Language people right now. The American Sign Language version is being worked on by the American Sign Language people right now, and the audio descriptions, half of them have been recorded. The editing's been done, we're just going to drop the audio descriptions in. So, hopefully we'll have the whole thing ready, all of the versions of it ready, like a solid week ahead of release, which is great. Actually, the other thing I need to do is I need to make all the individual trailer uploads and get ready to like schedule those to go out. But I'm hoping to have everything done by the end of this week, so that when the Switch 2 comes out, I can at least play that guilt-free for a day before I have to think about AA again. Five minutes to go. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do keeping an eye out this week on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, some less well-known places being like, any sign of someone being like, I got a Switch too early, I'll sell it to you for a £200 markup. Like, I've got my eyes open. I'm looking everywhere, being like, one of them appears. Ooh, I'm gonna grab it. Let's swipe it. Saint Nobody, we do still have a Steam page. We will have a Steam page again this year for the AA Showcase. We've got a nice convenient short link this year, which I think is gonna be... I think it's gonna be bit.ly/Summer Showcase 2025, I think is the link. It's not up yet, but I believe that's where it will be. That might not be all we have going on Steam this year. If someone hypothetically wanted to, there might even be an ability to watch the showcase over there this year. What UK time does it start? What, the AA showcase or the showcase we're about to watch, the BT? AA, the Accessibility Summer Showcase is Friday, June 6th, starting at 4 PM UK, 11 AM Eastern, 8 AM Pacific. For 52 minutes of trailers. Slightly longer this year, 52 minutes. Just couldn't trim it down, we have too many good games. How many games? I'm currently saying 20 plus. There are more than 20 games. I can probably give you an actual count. We got 3 minutes. Give me a sec. It might be... I'm gonna say 21 games. I'm gonna say 21 games. Anything super different like Periphery Synthetic? Yeah, we got some... We've got a couple of games in that category of... I went out of my way to make trailers for them to make sure that they could be in the showcase kind of games. We've got a section that includes 4 very experimental games this year. We've got... Yeah, there's at least a couple of games I would say are very out there and unexpected. We got a couple of big budget ones. We got a couple that have... There's a couple that I would look at and go, I think that veers into double A territory. Ooh. The BT says, by the way, I have no idea what show this is today, but the lack of Stardew on the last show we saw was disappointing. This is games from Tiny Build, which I believe the games we are seeing today, I don't really know these games. Ferocious, Sand, Kingmakers, Hello Neighbor 3, Of Ash and Steel, and Speedrunners 2? Killy says, if that was a showcase dedicated to just absolutely weird shit, I'd be there immediately. I'm a big fan of absolutely weird shit. I think weird shit deserves more of a space in these showcases. No, I don't think Sand's gonna be a Stardew. It's got a picture of, like, what if Indiana Jones was way sleazier? Like, what if Indiana Jones looked like he was gonna sell you a used car? Is like the art for Sand, so I don't think it's gonna be a Stardew. Okay, nearly time. Big stretch. I'm looking forward to my evening off tonight. Are there any in the showcase that are especially exciting to you? Yeah, there's a couple of games in this year's AA showcase that I am personally very excited for. Can't say too much, but... Okay, so this is Ferocious. This is open world dinosaur game. The fact that I'm shooting at other humans instantly makes me less excited about this. I assumed this was going to be like Turok and I'm fighting dinosaurs with my guns. Okay, there's some of that, clearly. A freevening, if you will. Yes, Jane, it's a freevening. I can actually play some video games tonight. New reveals, new demos, new trailers. Oh, was that Ferocious entirely done? Okay, they had like 6 games on the image for this, and I assumed that was all they were showing today. I assumed we were getting 5 minutes per game, but apparently like one minute for Ferocious is enough. Saint Nobody says, the question is whether It's an Inscription is going to continue to be the trend. I do think It's an Inscription is going to be this year's big trend we see. Yeah, so this one's Sand. This is the one that I described as the key art looking like Indiana Jones wants to sell you a used car. Which is really, like, that key art is not selling this game. I'm making a little weird walking sand tank? That's cool. That's how you sell me this game. A little tank trying to walk around on the sand. Okay, yeah, we are 3 minutes in and we've already done 2 of the 6 games they had in the image. I guess they got more to show, because I think this is like half an hour long. New game reveal! Okay, yeah, at least one game that was not on the little image.
Job needs a crew.
Train Ford.
That's mine.
This seems hopeful. It's
running, more or less.
It's got the word train
that
in it.
Guy builds siege weapons out of scrap. Our engineer, the big lad, strong, silent, solid. That's the muscle. And the sneaky one hoarding loot, Goblin.
Where are the trains?
Just let him work.
You put the word train in the game name.
No buttons here, just hands. One for lifting, one for smashing. Wood turns to planks, or to steel. Machine by machine, we move forward. By sundown, everything's humming. Walls set, traps armed. We are ready, because night's never nice.
Yeah, you make a fort and defend it. How is this train related?
First wave hits, we're just fine. Second one, not so much. Too many, too fast.
I feel lied to.
Everything
Where are
falls
my
into a
trains?
cube. Time to run.
Okay.
Just like that, we're ghosts.
Okay, there's the
No
train.
base, no trail. Just a train.
You
full
build
of
your
junk
fort,
and
you
a
pack
crew
it up, you
full
put it
of
on the train, you keep
stories.
moving.
This world's big, and we've got rails
It's
to
a
ride.
train game. It seems like the train aspect is a very minimal part of it. I don't necessarily want to do the build a base, defend it, horde shooter to get the train content. For train being the first part of your game name, that not enough train. There's like 10 seconds of train at most. 3D unpacking. It's called, I think they showed the name on screen, I've already forgotten what it was. I'm gonna call this Unboxing. Oh, Hosey? Like cozy house, I guess? How gay is this unpacking? It looks less gay than the other one. All will fall. Physics-based survival city builder. Okay, that's a fun idea. I am not good enough at games for that, but I feel like this would be a lot of fun. Would it be a lot of fun? I feel like you'd get a lot of Twitch streamers playing this that are the kind of Twitch streamers who, like, their thing would fall over and they'd be like, ah, like, blowing out the microphone, pointing and screaming. Like, it's a very thumbnail face kind of game. The king is watching? Yeah, I could see myself enjoying watching other people play that game, but it would need to be the right kind of people. No! Let the goblin have their ice lolly! You can undo the falling down so it's not too devastating, okay. This looks like the kind of... The last one looks like the kind of game a professional structural engineer would do a great video about. No, this king is a tyrant. I don't want to play this game. They probably wouldn't be attacking you. They wouldn't have got reinforcements if you hadn't knocked the ice cream out of his hand.
We had the pleasure of teaming up with the creators of The King is Watching for this video. It's a roguelite city builder with a really unique twist. You control everything with your eyes. Your units only work where you're looking, so you constantly have to adapt to the next threat, and honestly, it's really, really addictive. Each run lets you upgrade your king, so you can get stronger and more efficient over time. Unexpected events will keep shaking things up too, like making sure every
That's an interesting idea. I don't think it really needed the lengthy animated setup. I think you could have just shown the gameplay and that would have been fine. Demo available now, okay.
Tristan, a cartographer from the capital who suddenly found himself way too far from home. My job brought me to Greyshaft, one of the islands of our kingdom.
Let me turn this up a little.
Greyshaft is beautiful. That much is certain.
Greyshaft.
The island's thick forests hold many secrets. The Prime Strider's ruins await those who dare to hear the echoes of the past. And treasure might be buried just under your feet. Just don't get lost. And if you do, keep walking until you see a clearing, or a field of crops, or a creek where the villagers argue if they should go looking for someone who hasn't returned from the moors. A part of the island is covered in frost.
If you get lost, keep going until you find any safe place.
Can't break the shackles of winter. Some Greyshaftians treat the island as a living being.
Greyshaftians.
Waking it up when it falls asleep. Those who work from dawn to dusk rush to the safety of their homes before the creatures of the dark come out. Plenty of dangers await within the city walls too.
Run, it's Big Fly.
To avoid even in broad daylight. The weather here is as capricious as life itself.
Oh, capricious.
A soothing breeze may grow into a squall.
What genre of game is this? Is this an RPG? Is this a survival crafting game?
You must never lower your guard on Greyshaft. The beasts are bloodthirsty, the monsters are ruthless, and scavengers are fighting for every
It's a Skyrim. Is it a Skyrim?
Have you seen the local bugs? Cursed abominations.
Cursed abominations.
Even the well-trodden roads are swarming with bandits willing to kill for a handful of coins. Greyshaftians are quick to judge, and their judgment is stiff. Think before saying anything. And think twice before doing anything. I will have to be careful. Even the
This feels like a trailer that really could have used an editor to trim it down.
I hope that there still are
the people of Greyshaft sure are villagers in a medieval setting.
Bandits only, can it? I could join the Order of the Seven. The knights seem noble and skilled in battle.
I could join a faction or fight a bug.
The Free Hunters. A group of brave men who bow before no one and believe in justice for all. And it's just a couple of many different factions vying for power in here. You never know who you'll meet next. This new world is...
There are dangerous places and
this temptation
factions
is hard to resist.
and mini
Reshaft
games.
may not look too inviting, but it warms up to those with a brave heart and a curious mind. Everyone
Our
finds their
game may
share
not
of
look that
discoveries here,
inviting,
and only
but
the
oh,
one knows
you'll
what
eventually
design has
like
in
it.
store for me.
What is CRPG, right? That trailer could have been so much better, like, gotten to the point way better. In the politest way I can put this, you watch some of the trailers in some of these showcases and it's like, oh, organizers clearly didn't say, here is your maximum allotment of time, work to a time. Turn that down slightly. It's you can feel when a first party studio wasn't given any constraints to create their trailer within.
A vacation of your dreams is only a click away, so book a stay at our resort now. Stroll through lush parks, or unwind on our clean, sunny beaches. Go on a shopping spree in the city center.
See, this is
and get
interesting.
to know our
This looks like
friendly
pixel art, but from certain angles, I think
Or
these are 3D
reconnect with
models.
nature and, what the f is going on here? Oh, come on. We did what, like 12 takes today? Can't you keep this game in check for 60 seconds? And what in God's name is this?
I do appreciate a
One
game
more take
that
after
really
this and then I'm
spans
done.
lots
This is
of
unbelievable. And we still
lots of
don't have
enemies
a
and
release
lots of
date.
units on
Streets
screen,
of
as
Rage 2 is
opposed
coming
to
Steam
like,
Early Access in
being that way you put
2025.
power usage.
Certainly before GTA 6. Go add Streets of Rogue 2 to your wish list and play the demo right now.
Yeah, a GTA 1 and 2 clone, yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Nikita, and for the past year and a half, I've been cooking. Take a look.
I don't know what ingredients you used, but you've cooked something pretty good looking.
Voin is a first-person hack-and-slash with RPG elements set in open-world-like levels. The game is about you being an unstoppable force of nature that wields metal as its weapon. The world is broken, and you
Okay,
are
power
its weapon.
fantasy. This is more
With
power
your
fantasy than
yeah,
Dark
which
Souls.
begins
I'm
red
into
and
it.
black. And instead of affixes that plainly
The
increase
first
random
person
stats, I
perspective's
decided to focus
probably gonna
only
mean I
on
can't
impactful
play
stats
X
that
motion
actually changes the
sickness,
way you
but-
play. For example, you might find a hammer called Bellringer, which summons ghostly bells that, when hit, damage everyone around. Or another example, which I also like a lot, a really powerful scythe that literally tears reality as you swing, leaving scars that emanate freezing aura. Or should I say, a cool aura. No, I shouldn't say that. But guess what? You can also combine those two items into one.
Yeah, this
Find the
trailer is
symbiosis
telling you
station
what
that
to
have,
expect out of
read
the
the
game, and I
instructions
appreciate
carefully,
that.
And boom, you have dual wakizashis that poison everyone and summon fire tornadoes. That's a thing. But enough of that. Let's get to the next exciting thing.
Our
In the
next
last
exciting
major
thing.
update, Thunderborn, I added a huge dungeon underneath the Cathedral of Veiled Lament. Now, though, I'm working on the game's next major update called Permafrost.
Yeah, I feel like
It
I
features an
understand what this game is
absolutely
way
massive
better
new
than the
location
other
of
trailers we've
1,000
had.
Names. Snow-covered mountains, ice giants.
Like, this dork,
perpetual
this guy's a
blizzards.
dork, but like a
This
dork who
place doesn't
clearly feels
know.
passionate about what he's made,
No.
and I appreciate that.
One of the other major features of this update is proper character progression. Finally, journey into the Hall of Reflection and find the new Tree of Talents. Yes, your talent tree is an actual tree. And not only that, while exploring, you'll be finding soul fruits, which you can attach to the tree and gain various bonuses. For example, the ability to sprint. And you can already play the talent tree update right now. Anyway, the game is shaping up great, and there are a lot more super exciting things coming. For example, a completely new character. Completely new
If this
weapon
game was
types,
playable in
spears,
third
daggers,
person,
and more,
I'm
and even
kind of into it. It looks kind of fun.
Alright guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much and see you next
Yeah, as Gumba Master says, for one, this trailer actually tells you what you do in the game. That's what I wish more of these trailers would do. And this is a thing I am, like, really a stickler for in the AA showcase, is, like, tell people what your game is. People should go away from your trailer understanding what it will be like to play your game. Oh, this is speedrunners too. Battle Royale mode, okay. Yes, I understand the concept. The gameplay looks the same, but there's fewer people. I understand the Battle Royale. Cosmonauts back! Sorry, I watched way too much of this trailer before realizing you're a duck. Duck side. I kinda dig it. More games should let me be a duck.
Welcome to Drillcore, a base-building roguelike strategy game with survival elements, where your success fuels our quarterly bonuses. By day, command miners, carriers, and
If worms
guards
and pigs can do it,
tunneling
why
through
not a
an
duck?
alien
Exactly.
planet. Build up your base, upgrade your defenses, then brace for nightfall. When the
Pixel
planet
is
pushes
nice.
back, it's not just resource
Saint Nobody, I
extraction,
was saying
it's
the other day, I want more
responsible
games where you play as a
terraforming.
duck.
Reach the core, tune the climate to client specs, and lift off before you're overrun. Drillcore has grown fast over last year. We added dwarf platforms in December, opened claims in living jungle biomes in February.
Here we go, yes,
and
tell me what I
launched
do in the game.
oversight departments
Right.
just last month. That's not mentioning dozens of new buildings and turrets we developed to counter threats from newly encountered blocks and aliens. But the game will become even bigger when it hits full release on July. You can expect a new platform exploiting.
Why did they
exploring cooperation
static out
opportunities
July
with agencies.
17th?
Lots of quality of life improvements and deeper turret customization to suit any corporate playstyle. And later this year, take the dig on the go when Drillcore comes to Nintendo Switch. Join Drillcore Inc. today and start your own. Drillcore Inc., building tomorrow's galaxy one core at a time.
Yeah, but if they had to go in and re-export... If they had to export the trailer again to put a date on screen and to put a static buzz, at that point just get someone to say the new date.
It was truly inspiring for us to hear all your positive feedback. Thank you. Today marks our
They
next
should have
big
just put in a really jarring text-to-speech voice over the top. Yeah, they should have. For anyone who does not remember, back in the day, back in 2020, when 2021,
what we created
I'm
since
going to
then.
mute this for a second while they talk about this. Back when Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart came out, I recorded my accessibility review for that game, and I might have called it Rift in Time every single time that I mentioned the game. So we might have just put... Jane may have just put a text-to-speech voice saying Rift Apart over Rift in Time every time it came up in the video.
With a purpose. They contain things
Yeah, Jane had to correct
you
it in
might
the
enjoy
edit.
the
I don't know what happened. I was just having an off
Keep in
day.
mind that these locations have owners and protection, which means
But
You
yeah,
have to
text,
find
jarring text to
your own
speech voice.
way in.
Just lean into it.
We're
Just
building
lean into
a
the joke.
system-based world. So, be
To be
sneaky,
fair, it was already a meme to do
agile,
that at the time. Yeah, exactly.
brutal, or friendly. Every solution is the right one, as long as it works. To make this possible, we've added more
Did
tools and
this
tricks
series fall off
you
a
can
cliff?
live in
What
your
series
server.
is this?
Hide in the
Is this
box,
Hello Neighbor
take
3?
a speed boost, break, fix, and more. We'll let you discover the rest yourself. In addition to your personal goals and ideas, this prototype has one key objective
This is a really
Leave the town
interesting
before the storm arrives.
trailer in that it's very rare you see a game in
Explore
this
objects,
prototype state
Characters,
shown off at this
and
kind of
the world as
showcase.
a whole to figure everything out.
I thought Prototype 2 came
We
out
hope
years ago and
you'll
didn't
find your
look
ways
like
to
this.
escape. And most importantly, will you escape alone? Prototype 2
Yeah.
is now available for everyone to play. Head over to Steam, try it
Oh,
out,
they're
and
making
share
this
your feedback
prototype
with the
available
video
to
to
play. Usually, this is the kind of
We
state
hope
that
you
you
like what we've
like.
created with this
I'll
book,
see games in that
as we're
state
already
like
working on the next
a
one,
year out from
improving the
from
map,
release in mock
deepening the AI
reviews.
behavior, and creating this butterfly effect. We'll show our progress in the upcoming devlog. so
Honestly,
join
that's
Discord to be
real
the first to
confident.
see.
That's real brave
Feel
to
free
put
wishlist
your
all the
game
goods
in
for your
that
Steam
state out
and
there
take
for
it.
people to try without cleaning it up to pretend it's closer to finished. Ah. I'm honestly kind of impressed. Yeah, Slime Hunter suggests for that static one a while ago, maybe the voice actor was just busy. Yeah, I guess they changed the release date. The trailer voice actor wasn't available on short notice to re-record the line or something. I was not expecting motorcycles when this trailer started. Yeah, Mountain Blade, but with machine guns and rocket launchers and tanks. Fight a medieval peasant with your rocket launcher. I think having like an assault rifle would probably help.
Thank you for watching the Tiny Build Connect. Let's take a look back at everything we presented tonight. Ferocious. Navigate
Ooh,
lush,
that's what,
treacherous
23
landscapes,
minutes
scavenge for
out of a
resources,
suggested
uncover
30?
hidden secrets, and
Allegedly
fight to stay
7 more
alive in
minutes
this
to go.
survival FPS set on a remote island
maybe
full of
they're done.
dinosaurs and mercenaries. Experience the game yourself by playtesting it today. Sand. The PvPvE extraction shooter where players build and operate giant walkers.
See,
battle
these
rival
explanations
players,
are telling me
explore,
more about
loot,
the
and
game's
extract
genres
resources in a
than the
hostile
trailers
desert
did.
world is coming to consoles later this year. Train Fort. Play as dwarf nomads building a mobile base on moving steam engines in this co-op open world
Right.
survival crafting
Two
game.
sentences.
Explore a vast
One maybe
post-apocalyptic
two
world,
sentences.
gather resources,
I
and
understand
keep
your game
rolling.
way better.
Join the playtest today with your friends. Hosey. Hosey is a cozy renovation and cleaning game where you transform chaos into the perfect home at your own pace. Place objects freely and enjoy the little details as you interact with tools, items, and furniture to bring each space back to life. Playtest
Yeah,
the game today.
Decime, why was this not the
All
end of
four is a
each
survival
trailer?
city builder with a unique
Each of those
physics-based
trailers could have
3D
ended with
construction
like
mechanic.
10
Every
seconds of
structure you
recap
build
telling
can
you the
collapse.
genre.
Create and manage the last city on Earth, making sure your colony thrives. Play the Steam Open Beta on June 9th. The King is Watching. Our roguelite city builder where you rule by the power of your gaze just got a new animated trailer. The game is launching this summer and the demo is already available on Steam. Of Ash and Steel. Explore a once prosperous island, hone your combat skills, and survive in the unforgiving Kingdom of the Seven in Of Ash and Steel, an immersive third-person open-world RPG which is launching a
There we
closed
go.
playtest soon.
Open world
Sign up
third-person open world RPG. That's what I was looking for.
Streets of Rogue 2 is a sandbox RPG and a sequel to the iconic roguelike from 2019. Topple a corrupt president in countless ways, solo or with friends, and wreak havoc in a huge procedurally generated
It's so
world.
easy to tell me
Coming
what
to
your
Steam
game
Early
is.
Access this year. Voin, the high-octane first-person hack and slash from solo developer Nikita Sozidar will soon receive a major content update titled Permafrost. The game is out now in early access, and you can already test the newest edition, the Reflected Tree of Talents. Speedrunners 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the genre-defining competitive platformer where you have to outrun your friends in fierce 2D running races. Sign up for the upcoming Steam playtest now. Duckside. The Steam Early Access success Duckside is coming to consoles. The persistent world survival game will be bringing
I had no idea it
PvP,
was already out on
PvE,
PC
crafting,
from the
base
trailer.
building, and hat-wearing ducks to PC and consoles this August. Drillcore.
Like, I
Corporate
shouldn't be
creates
learning
strategic
more from
planet
this than I
mining in
did from your
Drillcore.
trailers.
Drill to the heart of planets while managing workers, researching cutting-edge tech, and fortifying against alien attacks. Leaving Steam Early Access on July 21st and arriving on Nintendo Switch later this year. Hello Neighbor 3. Hello Neighbor 3 is a cozy yet eerie adventure, where every path is the right one and every action leads to discovery. Explore and influence Ravenbrooks, a half-abandoned town simulated in real time in the new Prototype 2. Request access to the playable Hello Neighbor 3 Prototype 2 on the game's Steam page today.
Oh, they said July 21st
The
there.
spiral hybrid of third-person shooter and
The
real-time
trailer's at
strategy
17.
has gotten a release date and the first look at its multiplayer mode. Go back
Interesting.
in time and change medieval history with guns when Kingmakers launches into Steam Early Access on October
Yeah,
8th
guns
this
would
year.
change medieval history, yes. There we go. No, one more thing. That's us done. Right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Let me just double check what other showcase things are happening this week so that I can let you know now. Tomorrow at 5 PM UK is the AG French Direct if we want to learn about French games. Wednesday night, I will be streaming at probably 9 PM UK, 4 PM Eastern, 1 PM Pacific. I'll be streaming To a T, the new game from the Katamari Damacy creator, about... it's a metaphor for disability, where you play as a person in a permanent T-pose. Thursday at 6 PM UK is the Thinky Direct, which is for puzzle games. I will probably be streaming that. And then Friday, I will be streaming Elden Ring Night Rain. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to go have an evening off. It's a rarity. I occasionally do those. Have a good one, everyone. I'll be back soon. Goodbye.